what's going on, y'all? It is Carolina's favorite fat boy, DJ Danny Ocean. Happy Sunday. First and foremost, welcome to 3NT Wrestling. Y'all know I don't do this thing alone. I got my broski with me, Von Casey. What's good, bro?
Yo. What up, people?
Hey,
Hi,
people, we
people's
got
out
a
there.
special guest in the building today. Malik is out. Malik is sick, so we gave him the day off. My man Gresh is pulled up to the pod today. What's going on, Gresh?
Hey, what up with y'all?
You want to tell the people who you are, where you come from, and all that good stuff real quick? Introduce your first time on 3NT, so we got to introduce you the proper way.
I got y'all. I got to go I'm a bit off of my shtick. So greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals. We want to make sure you guys included and everybody in between. It's your boy Joshua Gresham, aka Gresh. Representing the Gresham Leaks podcast, Gresh Digital Media, as well as the Public Enemies podcast. So you already know I had to stop by and kick it with my boys, my fellas. What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all?
What's going on, man? We appreciate your time. Appreciate you pulling up with us for sure, bro.
Oh yeah, it's the weekend. Got it just chilling.
Well, we got Bad Blood coming up next week, so that's pretty much what the meat and potatoes of this show is going to be. Is talking about that Bad Blood card, breaking down those matches and everything. There's a couple other things we gotta speak on before we get to that. First and foremost, we started getting this deep conversation before we even started the stream. This Vince McMahon documentary. Did y'all see it?
Vincent. Yes. I saw it. Yeah.
I did not see the entirety of the documentary, so I'm looking.
I saw it twice.
Twice,
just to make sure I didn't miss nothing stupid.
I did finish it this past Friday. My childhood, man. My goddamn childhood is like in shambles right now because it's like young. I mean, when I was young watching wrestling, I started seeing the behind the scenes stuff and hearing about how everything works. And when I hear Vince McMahon is really behind the scenes in charge of everything, I remember I was at a SmackDown somewhere. I don't even remember where, but Vince was a big heel at the time. And during the commercial break, he's out, cheering the crowd, shaking hands, kissing babies and all that. And I was like, oh, so he's really actually a good guy. I like this man. Not anymore. Not anymore. I am not the biggest Vince fan these days, yo.
No. The contents of that documentary turned you off from Vince Kennedy.
I mean, okay, I will say this. Mm-hmm. It's not even in his defense, but they did some kind of nasty editing too. And that they'll say certain things and then put him behind it, commenting on something completely different that kind of make it seem like he's leaning into the whole being a rapper minus 1P.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I did see the clip of Hulk Hogan saying that he's exactly the same person. And I'm like, yo, if Hulk Hogan ever makes a valid point about you, at some point in time, you do got to do some self-reflection.
I don't give a fuck what Hogan was talking about.
That's his boy.
I almost gave Vince a pass just because Hogan was going against him. like, nah, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about, dog. No, look, free Vince. That's cap.
How did Hulk manage to not be like? Where's the Hulk Hogan trying to crush the union racism documentary? I would love that.
Wait for I'd watch that on Tubi.
Bro, the Tubi Hulk Hogan documentary. Oh my god,
I would have to see that for sure.
I would love a Tubi miniseries of just like actors portraying Hulk Hogan, and
so basically Young Rock.
Yes, Young Rock, but no, I would like Hulk Hogan, the actor, to pop up in other Tubi miniseries and just keep being racist to everybody, and everybody just keep going along with the show, just to really drive home the point that he was really a piece of shit.
Hogan's a scumbag.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. Yeah. But with any standouts from the documentary, again, I didn't see it.
I like the fact that he kept lying, that he said he didn't take steroids. Vince was like, yeah. Tell the truth, and he went on and lied, and everybody said, "No, yeah, I gave him steroids multiple times. I gave it to him myself. I stuck it right in the ass." I'm like, huh?
That was funny. He was like, "The Hulk, please, just don't lie. Whatever
And
you
he
do."
went on there and lied.
Immediately, the first thing he did was lie, and kept lying and leaned
I took
into the
it
lie.
2 or 3 times, yeah, but I never took steroids. And they was like, bro, we gave it to you like a plethora of times. What the fuck do you mean? And then Tony Atlas up there looking like a yabba dabba nigga. Like, what?
Bro, he was definitely in his Fred Flintstone finest. Where you find a sleeveless button up anyway?
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry. Excuse me.
he cut that shit off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You definitely got to see it. Like, their brother
What?
dressed.
Nah, yo, hold up. There's a picture. There's a picture. This is Googleable.
Bro, I mean,
It's look, check out, shout out main event Chris.
Alright,
He
yeah.
posted the picture. He said this fit is diabolical on Twitter, and he was like, "Bro, it literally was him just sitting there with with a full red tie, black sleeveless button down, like a full dress, like he looked like Fred Flintstone,
Hey,
the
yeah.
nigga version,
Nigga,
pretty
nigga.
wild, bro.
This
Try to
food.
pull it up right now. Matter of fact, there we go.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
It's
No,
it's kind
that's
of wild. Like what
insane.
possessed you?
Brother. What's up, peoples?
What
What's up,
up, y'all?
Jenny?
What up? What up? Appreciate y'all joining the stream. Y'all got to check out this terrible fit that my man Tony Atlas had on real quick.
Brother.
I don't know if y'all can see that well.
Nah, click on that because that's diabolical, bro. That's y'all think
Hold on, it's not.
y'all think he dressed himself?
I don't know. I think that was a little bit of self hate. It's a little bit of self hate. So I'm gonna go on.
I mean, his self hate started when he wanted to get stomped on the face repeatedly.
I'm sorry.
You know about his foot fetish? He wants to get stepped on.
I'm learning too much about Tony Atlas. Right?
That fit is crazy work.
That's
bro.
because this is fucking insane, dog.
That's
Like,
You're like, no.
I know way too much about him. Now.
I shouldn't. He's like, I shouldn't have asked. Like, why the fuck
No.
did I ask this man?
Tony Atlas should have. He should have went through his entire life and died, and I never knew any of that about him. I should have never known he wore that. I should have never known he got his face stopped on.
Jeannie, what's going on? She said self-hate and his friends must hate him too for letting him go out like
100%.
that. I agree. Like, you ain't got no real ones in your corner to be like, bro, that ain't the fit.
If you found out one of your niggas, like Danny, I come into work one day and it's been exposed. I was getting my face stomped on, right? What are you saying to me? How you treating me?
I'm gonna look at you different, that's for sure. I might, like, when you walk past my office, I might close my door a little bit, not all the way, but just like leave a crack.
Yeah, like here, man, because
Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside.
Oh God. He a fan. But now as far as the Vince doc though, I tell you one thing. One thing about that Vince doc, if you a hardcore wrestling fan, you knew all of that already. As far as like the building of WrestleMania, him getting it from his dad, and I didn't know some things. Like, I didn't know there was heat between Shane and Triple H. I had no idea.
I saw it as a rumor for a good minute.
I didn't even see that. It
I
makes
thought it was a
sense
thing.
now. Matter of fact, I was talking.
Like, I thought it was
Kaz.
more of an inside joke. I didn't know it was actually.
I didn't know.
legit.
Yeah,
The way because when Shane found out that Triple H was marrying Stephanie, he was like, "Oh, not this guy. No, anybody but him. Like, no, not him." But then I started thinking about the fact that Vince got the company from his dad, so I'm sure Shane expected to receive the company from his dad, and he gave it to his son-in-law instead. You know,
basically,
so
yeah.
I'm sure Shane's like, "Oh, fuck this, I'm out. I'm going to see what Tony Khan, my new daddy."
right. I have a new father.
I feel like that's what's going on here, but yeah, that's one thing I didn't know about it. And then, of course, again, all the creep stuff when they put it all in perspective, the shit with Trish Stratus and doing it in front of his wife and having his wife say, "Oh, it's just a storyline, it's just a character." Vince on Big P. That's player shit right there. To tell your wife, "Oh, baby, just go along with it. It's just
Go along with it." Like, and apparently to her, she didn't mind it. I'm like, oh, y'all some nasty niggas. Okay, all right. But now, like I said Thursday, on the Public Enemies podcast, I was basically saying like he has daddy issues. Vince has daddy issues,
100%.
and it passed all the way down to his son, because this man was obsessed with getting that attaboy pat on the back since literally his childhood, and then he finally got it at WrestleMania 32 again, after wrestling the Undertaker. And I'm like, yo, that is crazy. I'm surprised you didn't get a pat on the back after you got thrown through a plate of glass
Right.
by Kurt Angle in 2001.
Right.
That was more crazy than the Hell in a Cell match.
That was an emotional moment though when he held Vince backstage and they both started crying and whatnot. Like, same thing Vince said about when his dad died. Like he got his first "I love you and I'm proud of you" when his dad was on his deathbed type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Which is crazy.
Like you said, I'd never realized it till you just said it. That is major daddy issues Vince been holding on to for all these years.
It's like daddy issues, control issues, to where everything that he wanted, the way that he ran the company in modern times, basically rooted that far back. He just wanted control. Whether it was perverted or not remains to be seen. Like the excuse of saying, oh, what he was doing was consensual is not really an argument because of the boss and employee dynamic. That is not. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's consensual or not. That immediately makes it not okay. A lot of people are not going to understand that, are not going to agree with that. So it's like, yeah, we basically, this documentary basically showed you his roots of where his problems lie. Now, do that disqualify? Like, I like what they closed out with. They said, what do you assume is his final legacy? And I can agree with Tony Atlas and say he's the greatest promoter of all time, or at least one of the greatest promoters of all time. But that does not excuse him being a shitty person.
Not at all.
No.
Not at
I
all.
think because of all the issues of control he had, he made himself like, you can't cut him out of the history of wrestling.
Nah.
Because of how much control he had over wrestling, especially American wrestling. At a certain point in time, he had control of all of it at a certain point in time.
Only issue is just always going to be an asterisk beside it now.
Right. Yeah. It's not even an asterisk. It's like he brought his issues on screen. Right? It's like,
oh yeah,
everything that he was doing wrong was showing up on screen too. So it's like you can't cut any of. I really hope, because one thing I do hate is like when we start cutting things out to make things like more palatable and stuff like that. Like, I do agree with like making stuff out so people aren't just getting like seeing unnecessary and gratuitous like stuff. But if we do tell the story of wrestling, we do have to talk about how we allow one person to have this much control and how bad it actually was for wrestling as a product for a long time. So I hope we keep that part of it in mind. Like, we can't let that happen again. Somebody shouldn't have that much control over the business.
And I think we're going to see that now going forward. I think it's going to be a more of a regulation on that, so it doesn't happen again. For somebody to have that much power, you know what I mean? Because people get drunk with that power and start doing Vince type shit, and that's pretty much what it's going to be coined as going forward, is Vince shit.
Yeah, because if you build this world, this universe, WWE universe, to where you're untouchable, you're going to feel untouchable until you slip up,
right?
And stuff evolves as far as like catching you in the act and basically calling you out on stuff. Times have changed, so you're not going to get away with that type of stuff. It doesn't matter if you're a Vince, if you don't matter if you're a Tony. I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying like it don't matter what type of millionaire or Okada or whoever is running these national and international companies. It doesn't matter who you are. You will get caught in modern times.
That's real.
So just ride the wave smoothly, leave the bullshit at the door, and then keep pushing.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, there was another part in this documentary. We can move on after that. I'm curious though. When they talked about Owen Hart, that was tough to watch. First and foremost, I do not remember them wrestling in the ring with that blood stain there.
Oh no, they continue.
I do remember they continue. I remember watching the pay-per-view live. I remember watching it live. We were sitting at my friend's Craig house. Rest in peace, Craig. Matter of fact, he passed away back in 2000. But I remember we were sitting there watching it live, and we're like, what the hell is going on? Because I want to say Godfather or Blue Blazers just had a promo. And then they came back and everything was like, I'm like, when is this shit going to start? What is going on? And then Jim Ross is delaying. It was like, It ain't good. It's an accident. It's not good. And I remember the promo afterwards where Jeff Jarrett was like, "Oh, we're praying for you," and Val Venus puppies. It's like, that's crazy. But we had no idea what exactly happened. But I don't remember seeing that blood on the mat during the telecast back in the day. But my question is, if you're Vince in those shoes as a businessman, what would y'all have done? Would y'all have stopped the rest of the event, or
I think you
finish it?
got to.
I think you have no
I
choice.
think we see the result of keeping it going ends up in your documentary about how shitty of a person you were. you know, even if you want to go completely bloodless, like right, and you want to be like as from a business standpoint, even like not from a humane standpoint, it's really bad for the morale of everybody on staff if somebody just died in the ring. And you're like, all right, we just got to keep going.
It's okay. I'm gonna say this. One, personally, I would have stopped it, just for the simple fact that these are your coworkers. Essentially, you work with your coworkers long enough, they become family. Like we're at work just as much as we are home these days as adults. You know what I'm saying? So we see these people every day. We start forming a bond, a relationship. Even if we don't talk every single day, you know, I'm used to seeing you every day. So to hear if somebody at work, if somebody at the station right now, Vaughn just passed away out the blue, like even somebody I don't talk to every day, I'm gonna be fucked up about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do understand what Vince was saying as far as the fans don't know what happened. And it's kind of tough. Like, it's going to be tough to send out 20,000 people just saying, all right, we got to stop the show, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Sorry, y'all flew in and paid this money and did this and did that and got hotel rooms and all that, but we have to stop it. So, as a business, I kind of understand where Vince was coming from, especially if the fans did not see it. But it's just for the staff, the co-workers, and that morality. That
I think
situation there is the issue for me.
I do think in that situation, I think the fans, even if some fans don't understand, like once it comes out that Owen Hart is dead, like, all right, yeah, I lost my like hotel room. I lost like I'm trying to imagine it because I've paid for an event before. An event gets canceled, but if you told me that one of the performers died and was in the middle of the event, I'd be like, oh well, I get it. You know, I guess nobody wants to keep working when one of your, like you said, one of the coworkers is dead. Like
Yeah.
if we were on air and somebody just keeled over and they were like, all right, well, we got these live feeds going. We gotta.
Well, I tell you what, if I drop right now, y'all better get these bad blood predictions because these people are in this chat for a reason.
Yeah, but it's a whole thing. Did they ever address my conspiracy theory
What's that?
about Day of Reckoning?
No, they didn't talk about that at all.
God, okay.
They didn't talk
There's a
about
lot of stuff they left off the table.
Okay.
that. They did, and that again, that's why I was kind of. It was a good documentary. Don't get me wrong, but I was disappointed. I thought I would see a lot more that I didn't know or didn't see already. Because this is the same documentary we got, not too long. You can watch all that shit on the WWE Network for the most part.
Yeah,
Minus
like I
the
saw a tweet.
crazy stuff.
They say it's basically a documentary for dummies who don't know anything about wrestling.
Exactly. It's not for the core wrestling fan. It's for casuals and people kind of just getting into it.
That's a shame. I feel like there's a lot left of that story to be told then. Like there's a lot of things that are left off the table. Because I think if you don't know my Day of Reckoning conspiracy theory, I'm gonna ask you, Gresh. Did Day of Reckoning, the video game, come out after Owen Hart died?
Day of Reckoning 1 or 2?
1.
Reckoning game.
Came out August 30th, 2004.
4.
Yes. So Day of Reckoning is such a specific phrase, and Day of Reckoning is the phrase that Owen Hart's wife used in the press conference, where she said the WWE is going to have a Day of Reckoning. And I
5
swear to
years
you,
later?
them niggas just made a video game out of that shit. I swear to you, they did.
To be completely honest, just to be direct, after watching the Vince doc, I would not put it past
I
him.
I would
wouldn't.
not put it
He
past him.
is the one that suggested it.
That's crazy.
Day of Reckoning. Yeah.
Probably wanted
Yeah,
to
let's
put it
go
on
with
a
that.
T-shirt. He probably wanted to call a pay-per-view Day of Reckoning. They were like, nah, bro, that's too much.
That's crazy. Day of Reckoning T-shirts is crazy.
I mean, they can't say too crazy because you got Armageddon, Judgment Day, No Mercy,
Yeah.
Unforgiven,
This is
Sa- and then TNA got Sacrifice. So it's like
wrestling is dark.
yes,
Wrestling.
yeah, you can't.
I had
But
a
nah,
Judgment
yeah.
Day poster in my room of Kane leading people to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got anything else on the Vince doc before we get to this?
I would say that this is a interesting intro for Netflix, the Netflix and WWE partnership. Like,
is true.
hey, we're gonna shit on your former boss and owner and creator.
It's a,
Welcome.
Now that I think about it, you just the way when you putting that in a perspective like that, maybe that was a strategic.
That's
move.
what it was.
Maybe
That's what I was
was it
just about to say.
intentional to show people, look, I know y'all saw the headlines, but this piece of shit is not part of the company anymore.
Yep.
WWE on Netflix will be completely different.
Yeah. This is just to show y'all the past.
Yeah.
Right.
Snippets of the past. You can do your own research, but this is what we got to. Because I noticed when they finished it up, the last episode, they literally said, "Well, ever since he stepped down, this is where WWE is now. We're breaking records. We are selling out stadiums again and arenas again, and we are in a different direction. That's the past." I'm like, I see what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Dirty work.
It took me 6 hours to realize it, but I see what y'all doing.
They set that man up hardcore. That's crazy.
Because he didn't even finish the whole documentary. He stopped right when the allegations came out. That's when he stopped coming up.
I actually read online too. They got 4 more hours of footage of Vince talking with Vince. 4 more hours off the cutting room table that they don't plan on doing anything else with. They said he was kind of sick and his voice was fucked up or whatever, but it was a lot of good stuff that could have been included into the doc. They said, but
knowing them, they'll if it's usable, they'll put it out like as a bonus.
Right.
Oh shit! Jeannie said she just read it. He's making his own documentary in response.
I ain't watching that shit.
Y'all think y'all got the truth? This isn't the truth.
Like, bro, I saw you walk onto the set. You was slouched over. Like, bro, you are not making it to finish that documentary. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's what I told the boys. If Vince made his own documentary, it'd be just like that episode of Chappelle's Show. It's Dave Chappelle and Dave Chappelle, the Antoine Fisher skit.
Right, when he was like, I was born with a 14-inch penis.
This is great having sex in the shower with you, Halle Berry. But nah, that would dead ass be the Vince documentary. This motherfucker's gonna look like an angel. I'm telling you. It was John Cena's idea to call him a nigga, not mine.
Like it was massive niggas there. It was Booker T's idea for me to what to do, right? You know. Yeah, he said, yeah, man. It was such good shit, man.
I tell you, that was another funny thing about the Vince doc. Well, Vince will say something like, yeah, I never did this. Then they go to like 40 different people like, oh, Vince absolutely did that shit.
Oh, yeah,
he like definitely. They were fact checking him in real time.
Like, yeah. So funny. There's definitely a difference between Vince McMahon and Mr. McMahon. Oh, absolutely not.
The Vince you see on TV is the Vince in real life.
Shawn said, I don't think there's much difference at all.
and then Hogan straight up said, no, they're the same person.
They're the same person, bro.
Facts.
I'm like, damn, you got me agreeing with fucking Hogan?
That's what I was saying. When a piece of shit recognize you as a piece of shit, you gotta do some evaluation, dog.
You gotta you gotta look in the mirror and just sit down for a minute, think about shit.
That's like if Drake called me freaky. I'd be like, bro, maybe I gotta look in the fucking mirror.
That's if a certain called us freaky. I'd be like, oh. Damn. I need to I need to become a priest. I need to repent and join the church, the Catholic Church, and become a monk. Like, god damn. Hell nah.
All right, so next Saturday, Bad Blood. They're bringing it back. The Bad Blood pay-per-view is going down in ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, State Farm Arena. For those that don't know, I will be in the building. I got media credentials to the Bad Blood event. I don't even know if they're doing a post-show press conference or not yet, but I'm hoping. I got so many questions.
They probably will if they depend on, because I know they got to be off air by 10.
Yeah, because it's something else
UFC.
going on, right?
UFC
a
is
UFC event.
UFC
Okay.
is right
They
at
booked the
10.
same venue for
That's the reason why they're going at
At
6
instead. Okay.
instead of the usual time.
Gotcha. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was telling y'all before the show, I was planning on just going down there to enjoy my some free time because I've been booked DJing every weekend since like fucking April, since I got back from WrestleMania, pretty much. But yeah, so I was gonna give myself some free time, but this done turned to a work trip too. But I'm actually looking forward to it. I really am. Big shout out my man Rob Aurelius too. He works for touring for WWE. He does the domestic touring for them, ARCG Media. But I'm doing an interview on his podcast while I'm down there too. But I'm so looking forward to this trip. For one, I need to get the hell out of Eastern North Carolina for a little bit. But for two, I've been needing to see some live wrestling. It's been a little bit, so I'm excited for it.
Man, got that itch.
And this card is kind of fire. I ain't gonna hold y'all. The card right now, as it stands, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa is the main event as of right now. It should be this match. Hell in a Cell, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Blood feud. I'm ready for that. Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Women's Championship, Nia Jax versus Bayley. And then we got Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Now, before we even get to those matches, a potential matchup they say might get added this month, tomorrow night on Raw. The Sami Zayn Gunther match might get added to Bad Blood, from what I'm hearing. I need that, to be completely honest with you.
If they don't do it there, it's gonna be in Saudi.
I don't want it to be in Saudi because, for one, this feels like Bad Blood to me feels like a blood feud event. This is where you should finish your rivalries. And this Sami Gunther thing, I feel like, has been going on a little bit too long. It's almost all a year. The whole year, Sami and Gunther's been going at it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe go ahead and throw it up there. Get it out of the way. We know who would win that match anyway. Gunther's not dropping that title anytime soon.
I feel that.
Like, would y'all want to see that match?
You said that about that other boy.
Huh?
So you said that about that other boy, and look now, yeet.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
No yeet.
Not now yeet. It's Carolina shit there, not nan.
Not now yeet.
Not now yeet.
But I'll say this about Jay. Overdue. Well overdue. He's been a single star for how long now? And he's just now winning a big match. Because he's had a title. That's the second or third Intercontinental Championship match. He had the World Championship match. King of the Ring, he lost. You know, all the major things that he's been doing since he's been solo. But
hold up. Ain't that what we want, though? Isn't that your whole thing with the chase? Ain't he supposed to be chasing?
Bro, he should have been the one to beat Gunther for that Intercontinental Championship, I feel like, when he had that match earlier, was it summer?
No, they had it right before him versus
They might
Jimmy.
be saving that.
Well, it was before WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was right before him and Jimmy, and then Jimmy kept hitting the bell.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You think they saving that? Jay versus Gunther
again for the rematch for the world title?
For the world title.
No,
if they don't put him back with the bloodline, yeah. I'm in the small category. I feel like we need to move past him going back, but that's just me.
You think?
Yeah, it's a wrap. Like I feel like, knowing the way WWE books, they will literally dampen his solo shine to the point where it's gonna be like, all right, what's the point? So I feel like they need to just ride this wave as long as possible, and then on down the line do a reunion, but don't do it right away.
So where does Jimmy come into play right now? When and if they bring Jimmy back, where does he go? What does he do?
He can side with Roman. Because they technically took him out, and Roman literally mentioned in that face-off with Cody, he said they took Jimmy from me, so Jimmy can come back with Paul.
This is true.
He could.
This is true.
Like if Roman dismissed Jimmy, then it would have been like, yeah, go back with your brother. But Yeah.
I would be okay with Jimmy or Jay and Jimmy not going back to the bloodline right away. I'd be okay with them being a tag team again to get the WWE's tag division back where it needs to be because it's pretty mid right now.
That falls on Triple H.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with
Yeah.
that. But with we got so many tag teams, so many dope tag teams, in WWE, so many coming over. Motor City Machine Guns, the Lucha Bros, you know what I'm saying, and
Well, the Lucha Bros,
well,
because of the whole,
the
yeah,
injury situation, yeah.
Wait, the whole
But
what? Wait,
the
wait,
whole
wait, wait.
tacking, TK reportedly tacking injury time on Ray Phoenix's contract.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, yeah.
mhm,
So
Dickhead shit.
that's
yeah,
what they get for going around being loud about it.
yeah, they should have moved in silence. Like
Oh
Phoenix,
yeah.
like who said that? Penta, like Penta, stop talking. Like, nigga, you moving in silence. You
Big
don't tell.
WWE, we out here.
No, you supposed to be quiet, and then as soon as the contract expired, be like, bet.
TK
Here
said,
we
yeah,
are.
all right. Yeah, all right.
You supposed to let that zero middle hit in the WWE arena before you say
Man,
something. Come on,
insanity.
man.
That would be crazy. That would have been a moment right there.
Pull a Roman Reigns.
Honestly,
Social media, unless you just have to get on.
But the thing about it is, because wait, that means Penta's free to go, though, right?
Yeah, he's
I'd be okay with him being
yeah.
a solo star for a while. I'd be perfectly fine with that. Then, whenever his Ray's contract is up, I need some help.
How long is Ray's contract now then? Because Ray was hurt for a little bit.
Yeah, however long he was hurt.
They said almost a year.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like that's dickhead shit. Nah, that's dickhead shit. That's dickhead shit, boy.
Like if this is true, because right now it's a rumor. Like I don't ever trust dirt sheets 100% unless it comes from a reliable source. But Sean Ross Sapp, I kind of trust him a little bit more than everybody else, and he said this is what he's hearing too. So, hey, it's gonna be almost a year if they do the full duration of the time he was injured, which was almost a year.
I'm violating that contract. If you about it, if you really about that, violate that contract. Pop
See
up.
you in court.
See you in court, pussy. I'm going to pop up on.
It's crazy that Tony Khan was like when AEW in the beginning was like, if somebody wants to leave, I'm not gonna hold him here. I'm gonna let him go do that thing. Yeah, all right.
Lying ass. Shit. You know.
I mean, that's people's fault for believing a billionaire, but I digress.
That's the other. Fuck you trusting your boss for?
Who you trusting your boss for? Like I tell people this all the time, even for my line of work. I'm like, do not be reliable to these companies. Do not 100% trust these companies. Like they will lie to your face every time.
Very curious about this Tony Khan documentary, but another time.
It'll be an interesting time. Another time. Though.
So this Bad Blood card, and everybody in the chat, you let us know who y'all think y'all got winning these matches and all that good stuff. Let us know who should go over. Let us know how y'all think is gonna finish. Well, how the match is gonna end, so on and so forth. But first match on the card: Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. What we doing? Who y'all got?
What you got, Gresh?
I feel like Finn Balor needs this win.
I agree.
I agree. That's exactly what I was about to give out.
Yeah, because Damian and Rhea won at Bash in Berlin, but I feel like Finn Balor needs to win because the new Judgment Day is a bunch of clowns to me. That's getting whooped.
Yeah. Finn needs to win. I don't think they give a fuck about Finn Balor. So are we doing like who we think should win or who gonna win? Like prediction. Who we got?
Yeah, I feel like Damian.
They don't give a fuck about Finn Balor.
They do not give.
They have Finn Balor in demon mode getting his ass whooped, dog. They don't give a fuck about that.
I think that's gonna change this weekend. I think this is the weekend where Finn Balor looks like more of a star.
And that's the reason why I said that first, because I'm like, I feel like Finn needs this more than Damian.
He does.
Like, I don't care if they make it not clean, but I feel like he needs this to solidify not him as a leader of the Judgment Day, but just as a credible threat.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, yo, if he loses again, why would I give a fuck about him chasing Damian after this?
Right. Because, I mean, we forget Finn Balor is the first Universal Champion. He beat Seth Rollins for it.
They forgot to.
Right.
Yeah,
like, and that it's so disrespectful how they treat Finn since he got injured after that SummerSlam. You know what I mean? When he relinquished the title. Did he ever even get another title shot?
No.
Oh, they gave him one against Brock at Rumble
That's a
2019.
nasty one.
Title shot against Brock is so fucking funny. Yeah,
I think it was 2019. I think it was 2019, 2018. Like it was. It wasn't even the Demon. It was literally straight up Finn, and
And that
he
it
gave.
should have been.
It was a good match because one thing about Brock, I can give him, even though he's a freaky ass nigga, he knows how to have a good match against smaller opponents.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is
So I can give him that. It was like 2018, 2019, one of those numbers.
I will say that Roman and Damian Finn match was incredible. When the rope broke, I think it was.
Yeah.
When he tried to go for the coup de grace.
Oh yeah, that was the one Extreme Rules where they only had one extreme match out of the entire pay-per-view.
Where the lights went out, were flickering red, and he no-sold a power bomb or some shit outside the ring. I can't
Oh yeah, he was hopping up like he was a fish out of water.
Insane. That was incredible for me. I want that Finn regularly. Finn, oh my God, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Imagine the battles between like the Fiend and the Demon that could have a real rivalry, a real build to a rivalry.
In this era, where they just allowing like you can do cinematic pieces and everything like that. It would have been really necessary. It would have been so creative. I would have loved it.
Do you think we're going to eventually get a exchange between the New Judgment Day and the Wyatt Six?
Yes, 110%.
So that would be a nice. That could be if they want to, they can go. Because one thing I can trust Bo or Taylor. He's still going by Bo, right?
Yeah, and that's Bo Dallas is not Bray Wyatt.
He's not Bray Wyatt, but I can trust him to.
You got Bo Dallas now.
Come on, man.
It's like he's no Bray Wyatt, and that's one thing I will never do is like force that type of pressure onto him.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, I'll be like I feel like he will try his best if they do cross to.
They'll have a great program. I know they'll have, but that would have been special, bro.
Oh yeah,
that
for
really
sure.
Would have been special.
And I feel like that was the direction they were going to go if what happened didn't happen with Bray, because you can tell that you could tell Bray was Triple H's first project to do the slow burn build.
Man, those QR codes and all that shit for months was incredible, bro.
So it's like, and the reason why I know that is because the way he books now is slow burn. So
you got a cheerleader in the comments, Gresh.
Who's cheerleader? Oh, what up, Matt?
Cheerleader.
But as far as Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, I definitely think Finn needs this way more than Damian Priest, and I think they know that, and I think they know a loss wouldn't hurt Damian Priest right now. I would prefer it to be a clean win, because Finn, he's a heel. I get it. Judgment Day's a heel faction, but it's still having to win dirty every time makes him look weak, in my opinion.
Yeah, I always think when a heel wins clean, it should be because they went above and beyond. Like he did like 5 coup de grace in a row, and people are like, "Bro, you really didn't have to do all that." Like
Bronson Reed, like when he did like 6 tsunamis on Seth Rollins, that made him the top heel on Raw.
Like, bro, no, you ain't not. You could have beaten him with the first one, I promise, and then you just doing too fucking much. Like that's a clean heel win.
And then he can probably whip out the Bloody Sunday or the 1916 for the Japan fans.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Oh, and you mentioned like the dirty clean. I mean, the dirty win is not really. It makes you feel like that's the reason why I feel like a lot of people was annoyed with Roman during his title reign with all of the interferences after a while. It was like, all right, okay.
I feel that.
He was definitely another one that should have just been beating people the fuck up.
Literally, brother, you're cheating for people who are smaller than you.
Right. he could have just been beating people the fuck up. People were like, wow, this guy's a dickhead.
The same guy that took out 3 members of the Bloodline by himself.
Right.
When he came back.
Right.
Oh, but you couldn't beat Finn Balor by himself.
Right. Xavier Woods.
You need to help to beat Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods.
No disrespect to him, man.
None.
But the size difference, if you look at it, if you want to be believable, it's like, brother, you didn't need help 95% of your title reign.
The fuck believability in the storyline, he beating 3 people's ass at the same time. What is Xavier Woods supposed to do
tag team
in the storyline?
Slung around by one guy, bro.
Right.
You were tag team champions. Next match on the card, we got the WWE Women's Championship, Nia Jax versus Bayley. We saw Bayley beat Naomi on SmackDown this past Friday to earn that shot against Nia Jax. How y'all feeling about this match? Are we getting that Tiffany crash in, or what's up?
It should have been a triple threat. I'm sorry.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
My wife is fighting.
Oh yeah, the way Nia snatched Tiffany up, or what Twitter says, Sabrina Carpenter getting snatched up by J-Lo.
It looks like Sabrina
Carpenter is crazy.
Not the same damn height too.
But nah, I'm not mad at it because I enjoyed their match at SummerSlam. I do feel like it's probably going to be some shenanigans involved because knowing Triple H, he's going to want to keep Bayley strong some type of way. And I saw on Twitter where some people was like they sense a heel turn with Naomi. I'm in the category where I enjoy the glow, but if she do turn heel, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I would be perfectly fine with it because I'm kind of sick of the glow thing. And I was hoping she came back with something different when she came back from TNA in the first place, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they do a heel turn, this could set that up to where they can take her in a different direction. I know a lot of people want her in the bloodline, but I'm like, no, let's see what she do on her own.
I agree with that. I'm fine with her being on her own. But we've always seen bubbly, happy Naomi, glowing, dancing, fist pumping.
Which is fine because it's her.
Yeah, it's her personality, it's her energy, it's her thing. But
it would also make a great
with Bayley. Same thing with Bayley, in my opinion. When she was in NXT, to hug her, it's like I never thought I'd be able to see Bayley as a heel, to be honest with you. But she killed it when she first finally became a heel. I want that from Naomi to just show us that all right, I can do both. You know, I can be the asshole on screen too. You know, I don't have to be bubbly and happy every day. We all have bad days type shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Malik said, put her in the bloodline and have her cheat on Jimmy with Solo.
The fuck kind of messy ass shit you got going on? What? So she just go to the bloodline. Her husband is still technically dead. Like, storyline dead. Like, he ain't even there. And she like, yo, Solo, I need
yeah, you the younger brother, right? Hey, you my brother, right?
You the younger brother, right?
You the younger brother.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is
let me cook for a minute. Hey. I see you, Tama. I see you, Jacob. Let me cook for a minute. Hey, Solo. Give me that spike.
Give me.
Oh my God. Bro, if Vince was still in that chair back there,
I could
see it happening. I could see it.
These niggas is making some good points.
Yeah. Hey, Paul. Yeah. Just imagine this. Yeah, Solo.
It's 3:37 a.m. He's calling Paul.
He's like, Paul, Solo, and Naomi. Jimmy has to watch. Think about this.
Think about it.
Cock
chair.
Remember what we did with Rusev? That was good shit. Let's do this again.
Jimmy injured with a neck brace in a wheelchair. Just got to sit there and watch.
That's crazy.
Down his eye.
You know how his theme song says, Born a King? We're finna make him a jester.
Such good shit.
Oh my God, no.
That's such a crazy plan. What does Solo do after that? So Solo's just like,
go to
Solo's like,
that's the only thing he can do after that.
Solo's gonna be like, yeah, let me cheat on my wife with my brother's wife.
Yeah, that's something else I don't quite understand too. Since we're talking about this weird shit, the whole Jey Uso Rhea Ripley thing? Hey, why?
Let him cook. Let him cook. Let that man cook.
They're both married.
It's his work wife.
It's funny in canon. There's literally Jey has a work wife, a real wife,
Dom.
And Dom
is married.
Dom has a real wife, an ex-work wife, and a current work wife. Like this brother is 3 for 3.
Please let Dom cook, because when we was watching the pay-per-view live, when Dom turned live, I was like, look, I know a freak nigga when I see one. I know a sick nigga. The way he would walk into the room, I was like, yeah, he about to
the mustache.
Yeah, he a freak. He a sick nigga.
Mustache for sure.
That nigga's mustache looking like Mr. Potato Head, Latino version. Like, dude.
Latino Mr. Potato Head is crazy. The
Miss
mustache got a
your
pin in the back of it.
Mr.
He
Papas.
just put in
Miss
and
your
take
Papa
off.
Potato Head. so yeah,
Papa Potato Head.
Poppy Potato.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
So yeah, Nia Jax, Bayley. I see Tiffany Stratton cashing in and walking out bad blood with that championship, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. It's motherfucking Tiffy time.
Yeah, as long as I think my only gripe with the women's Money in the Bank was them making it an instant cash in the same day instead of actually building a story around it. They've been building this story around Tiffany, basically the princess of the ring and the queen of the ring, and then that being choked out is like. I mean, Tiffany might be a good baby face because Nia is gonna be pissed. She's gonna come after that. That'll be a nice way to close out the year.
Nia's been on an incredible heel run since she came back anyway. So I'm okay with that. And this is a good way to push Tiffany to face and to stardom.
So you think that's the reason why they didn't go for the initial triple threat? Because they wanted...
Quite possibly. Which she still could have cashed in on the triple threat too.
They made it a brief fatal four-way.
I would have let Nia win and then go in there and take it, to be honest with you, in the triple threat.
Yeah. I can see that working too. I do think she'll cash in and probably walk out with this belt.
And
I think for the match itself,
I think Nia's going to win, and
yeah,
you're going to try to cash in on it. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have to sneak up from behind her because we all know Bayley ain't going to do too much damage to Nia.
Yeah.
Unless they do like an injury spot, like for the knee or something.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Or the hole.
We ain't gonna never let her let that down. But nah, yeah, I definitely see Nia retaining and then a cash in.
I'm here for it. Malik is in the comments being a creep. Nia was twerking that thing last week. She can keep that title forever, in my opinion.
Spitting. A real one. You know what the fuck going on.
Stop being nasty.
Hey, run for your life.
No. Let Nia cook. Let Nia cook.
We got the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage hanging above the ring.
Yes. Yeah. This is what I wanted, by the way. This is what I wanted, by the way.
Dom on a pole matches is stupid to me.
No, this is what I called for months ago.
To be honest, because coffee nith, nigga. What you talking about? Coffee nith. Inside joke. Cage match. Well, I would have put this in a Hell in a Cell too. Instead of just having one Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood pay-per-view, I would have put Liv and Rhea in there to keep Dom out instead of a shark cage, to be honest with you. This rivalry has become big enough that it deserves something like that, I feel like. A shark cage ain't it.
No, putting Dom in the shark cage funny as fuck, though.
They say that he's like scared of heights in real life, and this is a troll, essentially.
It's so funny, dog.
This is Triple H trolling him of his phobia. It's fucked up, but it's funny at the same time. It's like, damn,
that's funny. Look, I have been calling for a Dom swinging in the middle of the cage, like on like a Dom ladder match forever. I've been calling for that since I said originally when he was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, they should just had Dom up there, which he said they originally wanted to do. Just have him up there, and somebody would try to get him to come down. That would have been incredible too. This is perfect. I love it.
The last one they had was Carmella and Asuka with James Ellsworth. So this would be this is literally.
James,
I forgot all about that shit. I really did.
I forgot about it until Thursday, and I was like, "Oh shit."
I remember Enzo in the shark cage at one point.
Yeah, that was 2017,
something like that.
18, one of them numbers.
Bring Enzo back, by the way. But
what he gonna do?
Whatever the hell he want to do. That man was entertaining.
Okay.
How you doing?
SAWFT. He got that shit so over, bro. You remember when he after he got fired, he bought a ticket and was sitting ringside. He got the crowd chanting shit. Like that's That's why he'll never be hired again. Right there, bro. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you
right
should have
there.
went ahead, just did your indie thing for a while, let it blow over.
Nope. He said he had to go hijack the show. They're like, yeah, fuck you. You are
You're
done.
done here. You're never working this town again.
Yeah, that's a shame. But
But Liv Rhea, like I said, this is a blood feud here. It has been built up enough. This should be a good match. Honestly, the same thing with Damian Priest and Finn Balor is how I feel about this Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley too. It needs to be over after this. Move the Terror Twins on to something else other than the Judgment Day.
Over or pause? Because you already know they're gonna run it back at some point.
Yeah, and that's the issue. They're gonna run it into the ground. Like,
I think it needs to be paused. I think they both need to go do their own things and always be like contentious.
So do you see? So if we say Finn beats Damian clean, do you see somebody interfering to basically move Rhea away from Liv for a little bit, like a hired gun?
Rikishi. I did it for The Rock.
Nah, I did it for Jay's wife. You're not breaking up my daughter-in-law's marriage.
There it is, right there.
Very vocal on social media about all that.
But then had the nerve to tag her after he won the title. Okay,
Nasty
Rikishi.
work.
But now I definitely see somebody interfering. Like I said it Raquel at one point, but it could be anybody, honestly.
I'm because they're gonna have to thrust somebody new. Maybe what's the name will come out and cost Liv the match. Maybe Nikki Cross that sets up the Judgment Day
And the
Y6 thing. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. But I just need something to get these two.
That could be a possibility.
I think you let this match play out clean. Somebody wins clean. Afterwards, somebody can get attacked. Like Rhea could get attacked and it draws her attention elsewhere. Win or lose, I think if she loses, she might need to be just pulled somewhere else because somebody else is trying to beat her ass now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is overdue for Charlotte to come back.
I think they said she's not clear yet.
Still?
Yeah.
Wow.
What was her injury?
It was ACL, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, it might take a minute.
Okay.
I mean, she's been out for literally a year now.
Yeah,
it's go close to.
I mean, that's a nasty injury, and a lot of her offense was leg based,
like the moonsault, the natural selection. You had to use your legs to bounce up to prep it. Yeah, the figure eight.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, take your time. So it's like
she tore her knee up on botch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they was on the top rope and they slipped. It was her and Oscar, I think.
I think you're right about that.
Imagine.
What if it's Oscar?
That's another one. But imagine Liv goes over, Liv wins the match, she's in the ring celebrating. Even though I've never been the biggest fan, but imagine Becky Lynch's music hitting again. Imagine that pop.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If she returns in Atlanta, I'm probably gonna be one of those people popping.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah. I don't get the Becky Lynch hate. Like,
it's not that I hate her. It just felt beginning to be the same thing.
It was stale. I give you that. But if she comes, I did not really like the big time Beck's version at first, but as her outfits got more egregious and outrageous, I grew to love it.
And then always had good matches too.
And she always had good matches. So it's like if she comes back and she tweaks her character and not just be the same old the man has come around, I'm fine. I think
I don't want the man anymore.
Yeah, I think the man is out is overstayed his welcome. Like when she turned face, she should have done something different.
I think it's no longer relevant to what WWE is doing with the women's division.
The man had a special place in wrestling because she was not being given the proper opportunities.
Right.
Because keep in mind, the initial decision was to turn her heel in general.
Mm-hmm.
And the crowd was like, no, fuck your direction. Yeah. She's going to be a babyface. We're going to cheer her no matter what.
Right.
So, yeah, it was good from 2018 to 2019.
Yeah, I think it acknowledged that she and like that group of women kicked the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's been saying the door is open, and we just see people flooding through it, and the man just is like, the door is open, the door is open. Like, yeah, we know, we see all the incredible matches that the women are putting on. You know?
Yeah, so it's like I feel like if she do come back, she needs to tweak the character. I'm not saying her in ring work needs to be tweaking because like I said, I always enjoy her matches. The Four Horsewomen in general, all of them, no matter what brand, I enjoy their matches. But I feel like she needs to tweak her character. But if she do return, that initial pop, I will be one of those people popping. So
music hits, Atlanta's gonna go crazy.
it's just the initial boom. You like. Yeah, so and then knowing me, for those of you who know my canon, her music reminds me of church music. So I started shouting. Her music, Sami Zayn's music, I will start shouting. So I will literally start. So hey, that's my canon. That's my online canon. It's like whenever I hear Becky Lynch's music, I start praise breaking. That's just me though.
I see Sami Zayn. That makes sense.
No, I'm talking about when the beat drops, it's like.
Okay, I got you.
And you're like, okay. Have a tambourine in your hand, just like.
Yeah, that was fire. I might bring a tambourine to Atlanta with me just in case.
I got two of my uncle's house. I'll just go grab one of his.
So who y'all got winning that match? Overall, who y'all see winning that match? Liv or Rhea?
Liv.
I definitely got Liv.
Yeah.
Next match on the card, Hell in a Cell match, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. This is the one I'm waiting for, to be honest with you.
My goat.
They have built this rivalry up so beautifully, bro. Like, I've never... Usually after a while, it's like, all right, they need to start fighting somebody else. Get this shit out of here. You know what I mean? But this has been good. They've been selling it well. This has literally been going on since CM Punk came back. Survivor Series last year. This is a year-long rivalry pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been incredible. The whole injury and Drew trolling him, I prayed for this and it happened. You know, all like, this is incredible. This is the best that Drew has been in the WWE, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Did y'all see this tweet that Drew posted? The lady was like, "You ruined my daughter's first experience at a Monday Night Raw. You took her sign and ripped it up, and my daughter hated it." And the daughter wrote a letter, not wrote a letter, but it was a class assignment, like, "What did you do this summer?" or some shit like that. And the daughter,
I got it right here.
You found it?
Yeah.
The daughter wrote something on some like, I went to WWE Raw, I saw this person, I saw that person, and Drew McIntyre took my sign and ripped it, and it hurt my feelings, or some shit like that. And Drew was like, your daughter is stupid, and she needs to learn how to spell.
The apple doesn't fall from the tree. Your kid is a stooge who can't write or spell. They will never achieve their dreams. Hope you're proud.
This man is the greatest heel of all time, bro.
That's anti-Cody shit. That's anti-Cody.
That is wild.
Never turn this man face again.
Never.
How would you? How would
that kid? I hope you never achieve your dreams.
You are dumb. You are stupid. You your level expectation is never graduating. You will be a dropout. That's basically what this man is. He said you are a failure in life, and everything that you do will go to shit.
Insanity, bro. If Drew should lead this whole, if it's going back to TV 14, Drew needs to lead this Netflix era. He needs to be the head of the pack for this Netflix era if it's going back to TV 14. My God, that is beautiful.
Which was interesting because I think they listed NXT as TV 14.
We were talking about it in a big shout out Dirt Sheet Radio and Johnny Dirt Sheet. We're talking about it in the chat and everything, and it might just be a placeholder for now. I think we'll know for sure on Tuesday.
It could be because I think more so because most of their TV shows, which it's the CW, a lot of their shows is targeted for teens, but the stuff that they be putting behind those teen dramas, I'd be like, you sure it's for teens or it's for adults? Like All American, I'm like, you sure this is for kids and teens? This is for adults.
I expect a lot of violence and a lot of blood from
they definitely bleed.
Hell in a Cell match. And I can't wait
100%
for it.
Easy.
That promo that Punk cut a couple of weeks ago with just when he was talking in that monotone, that was incredible. that added another level of drama to me. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing this shit so well. But I do feel like after this, they need to separate those two for a while, for quite a while. They can come
Oh,
back.
this
They
should
can
be it.
revisit it later.
This should be it. This should be it. The next time they should see each other is the Royal Rumble
It
I
should.
agree with that.
in
Yeah.
passing.
Now,
That's it.
tell y'all something I do expect from this match. Another big pop for Atlanta, big moment in Atlanta. I could see Seth Rollins making a returning after this match. I could see it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I could see Seth returning to do something to Bronson Reed Monday on Raw during this match with him and Braun.
The way Triple H is with continuity, I can definitely see Seth targeting Bronson before getting back involved with that.
You think they save CM Punk from injury? I don't see him doing too much because they want to build him for Mania. I don't think they're going to be able to stop CM Punk from trying to kill Drew McIntyre in this storyline.
They have to at this point.
I probably see Drew taking mad bumps if they do like a
off the top of the cage,
off the top of the side of the cage, because I think he took a bump. He took that bump when he faced Randy Orton in 2020.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if he says, "Yeah, let's do it." Punk, I would be surprised if he takes it and he's be good because he's one of the GOATs, but the brother's body is not like it used to be.
It's not. He broke your arm on a DDT. It's crazy.
It'd be like that sometimes.
So who do y'all see coming out on top this match? The heel or the face?
Punk.
I think since the show probably going to start with two heels winning, Punk gotta win. I don't know if Punk loses this. I'd feel like he's a little bit rutterless. Like
Punk. Is it is this a number one contender situation too? Whoever wins this goes Gunther.
I mean, he did say he wants the world title, so I feel like they should throw that little caveat, like, "Hey, when I win this, my focus is going after that world title."
Yeah, I mean that nigga got run through every big ass motherfucker in Europe to get that damn world title. He got to fight Drew big ass, and then he got to go fight Gunther.
He got to go fight Ludwig Kaiser.
And you know what? I did read a Punk interview the other day, and he said how Ludwig Kaiser is one of the names he's ready to get in the ring with.
So yeah, I definitely see if this is not going to lead into like if Punk is not in the Royal Rumble match, this could be a good world title for the Rumble.
You're right.
Punk versus Gunther.
I agree with that. To be completely honest, I think I would rather see Drew versus Gunther. I mean, we've had that match before, but not with the
I was there. It was actually one of the top match. It was one of the good matches of the night, even though the main event was kind of. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Sami saying get a shot. Please put one of them in the title picture. Yeah, I mean,
has Sami wrestled in Saudi before?
Yeah,
once.
Twice.
The last time, twice.
I think it was twice.
I remember he was at the last.
He was at
Kevin Owens, a tag match at
and then
one point.
The one with JD McDonough on the pre-show.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
They literally just gave him a pre-show, and he was involved in Damian not winning or not cashing in that night because he teased it again.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right.
So y'all.
That's why I said if they don't add Gunther versus Sami at Bad Blood, I can see them adding it to Saudi.
Yeah.
Main event in Saudi possibly. That could. You know what? That would be big for Sami. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So y'all got Punk. I got Drew. I'm going Drew.
Okay.
Main event time. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Obviously, we getting run-ins from
Roman family.
Do you feel like we're gonna see a return at all? Do you feel like Jimmy may come back, or Paul Heyman, or any of that coming back at Bloodline, or is this gonna be a straight up match?
If this is to build or the further build towards War Games, I definitely see a return here. If not here, definitely Saudi. One of the two.
Okay.
But I definitely see a return here. If this main events and there's no return, this could have been the opener.
I totally agree.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Then that's why I feel like with them making this the main event, something big is gonna happen to close the event. Something.
They got to, because
I
it's
don't see how
like
it
if that's
doesn't.
the case, then you could have just had this open and have the last shot be whoever wins the Hell in a Cell.
Mhm.
What I do see happening, and I'm loving the build right now. Uh, I see the Tongans coming out. I see Randy and KO coming out to help. I see KO turning on Cody. That could be the close of the night. That would be everything for me.
Yeah,
To be
KO
honest
needs
with
something to get away from
you.
The
the
bloodline,
bloodline.
like
Yeah,
It's been going
get this
on way
brother
too
away
long.
from the bloodline or the love. This man has fighting him since 2017.
that's what we was talking
Right.
about. We talked about that last week. That this KO has been battling this family. The demons of this family have affected the last how long ever, almost 10 years of this man's career.
Literally, he was Universal Champion 2017. Who did he face? Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns,
Roman Reigns. That's
nah,
right. I,
Randy.
because Kevin Owens' contract is up soon. We got to get this done. We got to
I
get
do,
this done, man.
I don't like to speculate on people's contracts, but I definitely see KO re-signing.
I
I don't
don't.
know why.
At this point, I don't. Because what is he doing here? Like,
Just
again,
vibing, getting
you
the
got the
check.
same opponents.
Really?
Yeah, the same opponents for the last 4 years. If it's not the bloodline, it's fucking A-Town down under. And it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
He
if he
deserves better than
doesn't,
that.
if he doesn't resign, then it's likely to do because they like, okay, you're not promising me a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running in circles at this point.
If Randy turns on Cody, does that get Cody away from this for a little bit?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's that, and again, that's why I feel like we need one of these people to turn to get
Somebody need to
Cody
turn on
away.
Cody just to get this man away from him, because this man literally lied to our face and said, "I'm done with the bloodline," and then got right back in
Right
their
back in,
business.
right now.
I'm done. I'm gonna join in a tag team. It's different this time.
No,
For
nigga,
real.
you
Different.
still in their business.
But if KO turns, that could give us Cody and KO at a Survivor Series and keeps us from having a fucking Roman, Cody, KO, Randy versus Bloodline in the War Games. I don't want that. I
Either
need
that
Bloodline.
could be if they don't do KO, if they do Randy, it could be him versus Randy
Mm-hmm.
at Survivor Series, and it could be a false finish or screwy, like a wonky finish, and then they have the last match at Saturday Night's Main Event because they still got to make that a big show.
That's facts. That's facts. I forgot about that. But the thing about that too is it's gonna have to be one or the other because they can't turn both heel.
Yeah,
And I personally like Kevin Owens and Randy both better as heels, especially Randy.
Yeah.
I don't like face Randy.
I think
I just
after
don't.
a while, Randy, I don't know, because I want KO to get away desperately. He needs something. I think maybe if Randy turns, KO will just be like, all right, fuck it, y'all. This family obviously corrupting people. I'm going to get the fuck away from y'all finally.
that could be a thing too, where he doesn't. He's like, you know what? I've had enough. Can you just
Right,
take me back to Raw?
Right.
right.
Like, what's
Get
wrong
get
with
me away from this.
going a whole angle asking Nick Aldis, look, I'm sick of these guys, man. Can you
Can you just trade me back to Raw, like, or just can you fire me? Can I slap you and you fire me?
Right.
Like, I just want to get out of here.
That right there would be a good storyline itself. Him terrorizing Nick Aldis every week till he gets
Trying to
out
get
of his
fired?
contract.
Yeah, he's
Man,
like, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. Hell, send me to NXT. I will go terrorize Sean.
about to say
Just
that.
leave me. Get me the fuck out of here, please.
How, you know what? And since we are talking about Randy being
Gonna jump Sammy again.
you know what? And that's one reason I
He gonna
don't
beat
want
Sammy ass again.
one reason I don't want KO to go to Raw right there.
He gonna go beat up Sammy. Gonna cost Sammy the belt.
NXT this coming Tuesday, or not this Tuesday. It's next Tuesday, St. Louis. We got the Randy Orton versus Javon Evans. A matter of fact, big shout to the young OG. I had to grab him real quick, but they're both faces. They're both big faces. You know what I'm saying? Does Randy go heel at Bad Blood, and that's why we're getting him versus Javon Evans?
Even then, Randy still won't get cheered because it's St. Louis.
This is true too. This is true.
They just want Javon to do some crazy shit and get RKO'd out of it.
That
I know that. That's
clearly
what
what's
they
gonna
want.
happen.
And that is
they got-
incredible.
Yeah, and they got real faith in him because it's like they wouldn't just put anybody in there.
Exactly. And that's amazing for him. 20 years old. You know, he was watching Randy Orton as a baby type shit.
Right.
Randy Orton was just getting in WWE good when he was a baby.
When Randy won the belt, when he won and became the youngest world heavyweight champion, he was 4.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine at 4 years old, you're watching this guy on TV, and then you got to stare at him across the ring.
No,
Right.
the fact that he's like, oh, he was 4 in 2004.
Right.
I was older than that. That's about as bad as college football players now being born in 2007. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, the dude who was terrorizing they were terrorizing last night. He's 17.
Yes. I was like, shit.
But so the match, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Bloodline. Who y'all got winning?
The bloodline.
So you got Solo and Jacob going over Roman and Cody.
Yeah, I think that team. I think obviously people are getting involved. Roman and Cody ain't gonna work together as no team for too long.
Nah, and it's like they're already looked at as losers.
Who takes the pin?
Who takes the pin?
Oh,
Cody.
I want Cody, but I would not be surprised if Roman
took a pin.
No pin.
Roman takes the
pin.
I would not be surprised. I will be surprised if he does. Put it this way. Like, this is Roman we talking about. This man loves his family. He's going to put somebody over. So it's like if they were to lose, it's going to be because of Cody.
Of course.
But if Roman takes that pin, whoever pins this man is a made man, because Roman does not get pinned.
No.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
this
Like
would be what his
Cody
fourth. This would be like what his third time getting pinned
in like 6 years.
in like 6 years. The first was Jay, the second was Cody, and then this one.
Like when Jay pinned him in that tag match, that made Jay a made man right there.
Yeah,
right there. So like you said, whoever pins, if he does get pinned, I could see Jacob pinning him one day.
Jacob need it?
He doesn't. That's the thing.
He doesn't. But the thing is,
Solo needs it.
They can tell
seeing Solo lose. So
they can tell the story of Jacob going into business for himself. In a way, to where it's like, because they've been slowly teasing where Jacob has to reiterate that he loves Solo. I love you, Solo. I love
made
you.
him give up his championship.
Yeah, because Cody was like, I want to face you.
He made him get off the apron rope.
He said, get down.
Yeah.
So it could be a situation where Jacob kind of slowly or accidentally pins him, like just me throwing something out there, and then Solo just like,
what are you doing? Lone Wolverine?
And then he's just stunned. That's what I'm saying. This is me. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's just me just throwing like different possibilities that can go out.
Be fire. To your point, if Solo or Jacob just destroys Roman and goes for the pin, and Solo's like, get your ass up, and goes to pin him himself, and Roman kicks out, and then they ended up winning. Some shit like that. That causes more dissent in between Jacob and Solo.
Oh yeah, because Solo was like, why didn't you listen to me? Why did you hesitate?
Exactly.
And he takes too long to get up.
Told you to get up.
Oh, 2.9.
Because one thing about Jacob, he's always in the zone. When he locks in, he's gonna hit that whisper in the wind on Roman. And then he's gonna hit that DDT and be like, yeah, and then gonna go for the pin, and then Solo's like, Jacob. Because you know how Roman loved to say Solo.
Yeah.
Now. Jacob.
He said Roman needs to win. After that vignette with Roman and Cody, I need an unhinged Roman again. I do too. I need Roman to be a manipulative, sadistic bastard. Like that's when he's at his best.
That's promo.
I'm my bad. I'm about to say that's what I said a couple of months ago, right when we was predicting WrestleMania. I was like, bro, I know Roman people want Roman to retain, but imagine a Roman desperate to get that title back.
Yeah, heels be on the chase too. That's what we never talk about. When you are the heel and you are on the chase, you can do some fucked up shit. And Roman is at his best when he's doing fucked up shit.
And I'll tell you what I like about Roman right now is this thing. He's getting cheered for, but Roman's not a face. He's not a face at all. He came out there and said, "Don't forget, I still own y'all. I own all this shit. This is mine." You know what I'm saying?
Things change, but
he's
not
in
me.
This stone cold thing right now where he's not a good guy, but people love him.
This man said this from the jump. I'm not a good guy. Yeah. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. So it's like
that's GOAT talk right there. No, it's not too many people that can do that and pull that shit off in pro wrestling.
Only a
these
few
days.
have done it successfully, like you said, Stone Cold, Punk,
Right.
and there really ain't that many more.
The Rock.
Rock, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I really can't predict this match. I really don't know who would win. I don't see. I mean, I feel like the faces are gonna win, but with them making this the main event, something else big has got to be going down.
Roman getting pinned is big.
I don't see that.
Roman getting
just don't see
pinned
that.
is big.
You
I
tell
like
me-
I like the idea of Jacob doing it.
You can't tell me they're gonna make this man hold an L his first match back since WrestleMania.
Oh no!
Come on,
Put it this way: I'm going into the show expecting them to win. But so basically, I would be genuinely surprised if they lose, let alone if Roman takes the pin. If Cody takes the pin, okay, he lost. He's lost before in a tag team match, mind you, to get Solo that title shot at SummerSlam. I'll be like, oh, okay, he lost at home, and then
my bad.
And then Roman's probably going to snap on him. But the big surprise will be Roman taking that pin.
That would be a surprise for everybody.
Rusty Roman in the tag match.
Tag match, Roman and Jacob will lay hands on each other because Jacob's turning on Solo. Yeah, I think Jacob is going to Team Roman.
That would be.
Then what's the point?
Yeah,
if Jacob goes to Team Roman for Survivor Series War Games, what are we doing? That would be Roman, Jacob, Jimmy maybe, and who versus
maybe Randy.
What the side of the family that has Roman and Jacob is going to beat the shit out of the other side?
That's what I'm saying. Like
so those two can't be on the same side.
Listen. The moment Jacob turns on Solo, kill his version of the bloodline.
Got to, because what that bloodline is going to get wiped out from the bloodline.
That's the thing.
That family tree gone.
They did get wiped out by Roman by himself.
Yes,
when Jacob wasn't there.
Right.
I'm about to see a security escort Malik out the chat because he's wilding right now.
My God,
good now. My 100% Tonga can finally shine.
Yes, sir.
This brother been shining for all the wrong reasons.
Tonga time. Too many opportunities to shine.
It was Tiffany time. Now it's Tonga time.
You got Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga. So it's like, brother. But nah, if Jacob turns on Solo, it will have to be on down the line. It cannot be at Bad Blood because Solo's done.
Yeah, it's definitely not happening at Bad Blood. I could see more seeds being planted during War Games, if anything.
Yeah.
I see something major happening between them two at War Games. Maybe miscommunication and Jacob's super kicks Solo by accident or something.
But yeah, I am trying to tell Bloodline fans though, them hardcore ones, because I'm friends with a lot of them. Y'all need to prepare for them to go Cody, Roman, KO, and Randy, just in case.
Oh man, I don't,
because they are good at. It's like they're. This is the lazy route. I know, but
no man,
don't get up in arms when it's like, brother. It's right there. They're telling us that this is going to be the match without telling us.
It's right there, but come on, man. It's too.
Either that or they're going to literally have to give Jay a reason to come back if they want Jay to come back.
Jay has no reason to be back.
You know what?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what though? It would be kind of fire to me if it was on some.
Our old Cody one.
Paul, yeah, that too, because technically. Jay wouldn't be on Raw if it wasn't for Cody, and Jay wouldn't have had an Intercontinental Championship if it wasn't for Cody.
It could be that could be the way where it's like Cody uses his leverage as a way to say, hey, Jay, I need a favor.
I will tell you for one, like I said, I don't want Cody in that War Games match. I really don't. But it would be so fire to me if whenever we get a Paul Heyman return, Paul Heyman pops up on Raw, Jay, we need to talk. And that sets the seeds up for Jay coming back for one night only, back with a bloodline type shit. And nobody else really has to go. It could be Roman, Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy.
I think when we do get the actual like full-on bloodline war, we should be nearing the end. There should only be like one or two things left in that story. I don't see.
Rock and Roman is the it's gonna come out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out that Rock is behind something going on with all this. Rock has something to do with it, and that sets up Rock Roman for Mania. But now they're talking about Rock Cody at Mania, which I do not want. I don't want
Royal
it.
Rumble at best.
Right.
I don't want Rock Cody. Period. I
It's
don't
a
think that
big
needs to
match.
happen.
Don't get me
It's
wrong.
a big
It's
match,
money
but this
match.
is
They already
like
laid the seeds down for it after WrestleMania this year. But Rock and Roman is the money, and a bunch of Cody fans ruined that for us this year.
Oh my
Just want to
god.
put that out there.
Mm.
Just want to put that out there.
technically, I feel like Punk's injury ruined it too.
I don't think so.
Because I feel like it's supposed to be Punk versus Seth at Mania.
This is true. We didn't need that tag match. That was just a way to get Rock in the ring and not have to wrestle a full match by himself. I feel like.
If homie can't, this is what
And that's another thing.
we already had this thing about the Rock.
If he can't wrestle a full match by himself,
This nigga don't need to be wrestling at Mania. If he can't main event, if he can't wrestle a full fucking match.
I mean, we'll make it happen to 41. We'll make it
Oh
happen in
my-
Vegas. It has to happen in Vegas.
But it's
No,
what-
again, in my opinion, that's the only logical finish to the whole bloodline story is to see who the real tribal chief is. And after we get to this, now
so
I
that
think
means
about
Solo
it,
and them will have to
that's
lose.
what I was about to say. Is this if Solo's the tribal chief right now? I guess Roman's gonna have to get that back from Solo at some point, and then The Rock's gonna challenge for it, type shit, or Solo versus Roman versus Rock in a triple.
No. Solo,
And have,
no.
and have
No.
Roman and Solo carried most of the match, and then Rock comes in from time to time
Get the pin.
to get the pin. I'm the ultimate tribal chief. Acknowledge if you smell what the tribal
man.
chief.
Look at the tone, look at the tone, look at the. I'll be like, bro, get this shit the fuck off my TV, bro.
I will say though, see, because I feel like Malik throwing dirt on Solo name.
That's funny as fuck.
We can't
Jenny,
forget
you was acknowledging him.
Solo went from NXT to the main event immediately. Don't forget that. Like, come on now. Roman was scared of this nigga at one point. I don't know what happened to all that by any means. But Solo, put some respect on Solo name too, man.
I think that the Roman, everything that they thought Solo would be is now in Jacob.
Pretty much.
Their only blunder was Triple H putting him on a losing streak after destroying John Cena.
Terrible losing streak.
That was his one blunder. They should have. They either should have had him. They should have protected him a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, he should have been. I think he should have had a winning streak, a small one, and then just refused to keep wrestling and had Jacob do all his work for him.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you saw Solo that was supposed to wrestle, Solo is going to wrestle tonight on Raw. It was just Jacob wrestling.
Or Jimmy at that point.
Or Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy. It would have been Jimmy at that point. Somebody else going to wrestle for me. Now that I'm head of the table, I ain't wrestling no fucking body.
Because Roman was,
almost doing that shit.
Fought like once a year.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I feel like they should have protected him a lot better after that.
I always thought the story should have been people treating Solo like, oh, you ain't Roman, and then him doing Roman shit. Like, if him, like the general manager's like, no, you have a match tonight. What are you talking about? He's like, okay, sure. And
I'm the tribal heir.
Yeah,
what do you mean? I don't have a match.
He's like, whatever. Somebody else is wrestling for me. If you really got a problem with me, come see me and my family.
Right, or you don't talk to me directly. You talk
right. Talk to Jimmy.
And I'll tell you again, where this bloodline storyline right now, as it is currently, has been going downhill is since Paul Heyman has been out, because Paul Heyman's been carrying this bloodline shit himself this entire time. I feel like he's been the star of this bloodline storyline, and the way he was selling it when Solo took over and the Tongans came, like not shaving, like he's been crying all day, like he hadn't had a shower, telling people like, bro, KO, don't do this, man. Don't get in the ring with these people. These niggas are crazy. I'm trying to help you. I know we ain't seen eye to eye, but I'm telling you, you don't want these problems. That was some of the best shit ever. And I feel like if Paul was still here right now with them, carrying that whole thing on, he's being the wise man by force. Like, he's being forced to be the wise man. That was good shit. I don't think they should have taken him off TV so quick, but I get why they did.
Yeah, to solidify them.
Right.
But yeah, that's the only. I feel like that's the only reason why, because that losing streak pretty much damaged Solo's. I guess you could say believability.
Facts. Super facts.
Because it's like, bro, your theme songs, I'm never taking a loss and you're losing
All I do
the
is take
losses.
one.
All of them.
All I do is lose, no matter what.
settle the score. You know, I would not take a loss, but you will like. It got to the point where people was literally keeping track. They said, bro, you were like 0-43.
If you think about it, as much shit we give Tonga Loa, he's got a better record than Solo in 2024.
Yeah,
Sure.
A much better record.
much better.
A lot higher. Yeah.
Malik asks, do we keep Paul off TV to the Rumble? I think no.
No, I think he needs to come back either between Bad Blood or Survivor Series.
110%. And shout out to Paul too, because they said he was the one behind that whole thing at Georgia Tech, that thing they filmed. We need much more of that in
I feel like
WWE.
with them going to Netflix, you're going to see that a lot. They've even been doing it with the build to Damian versus Finn and Rhea versus Liv. Like those backstage promos where it's background music and faint. This is the cinematic shots that we need more of.
I agree. I totally agree. That was some beautiful shit.
The editor in me was having a blast. Like I think I watched that promo like 20 times after it came out. Like it was, I think it's sitting at like over 1 million views on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I was like 500,000 of those.
All right, so that is the bloodline, the Bad Blood 2024 card. Like I said, it goes down next Saturday, October 5th in ATL. If you're gonna be down there, make sure you hit me up. Let's link up down there. Any and everybody. If you're gonna be in ATL for Bad Blood, hit me up.
We're going to Waffle House.
Oh God, that's mandatory, bro.
Yes, sir.
After. Yeah.
Have you
just
ever
so
been to Hattie Marie's barbecue in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Every
Love it.
time I go, that's my
Love
spot. And I
I
have to
love
go.
it.
So yeah, if you ain't doing shit, we can link up at Hattie Marie's, get a plate or something, bro.
Hayden Marie's but definitely Waffle House.
Oh, mandatory.
Which one to be determined, because it's one that you avoid. I think it's the one off of Thornton Road. You avoid that one after hours.
I don't think I've been to that one.
Yeah, it's kind of they kind of crazy. So we might go to the one in Marietta or near Cumberland. That one's more crowded. The one is
Cool with that.
Yeah, the one is near Cumberland. It's like once you leave downtown, like you're finna go towards Six Flags, you cut that right, and then you go towards Cumberland, and then boom, you right there.
Heard. Can't wait to get goddamn All-Star special, bro.
Patty melt, hash browns,
That
eggs.
Texas cheesesteak melt, no onions.
Rubbing your chest on rhythm is crazy. Nigga, go eat.
I thought you putting the T-Pain over there.
Right there.
Give me some orange juice or some lemonade, whichever one y'all got available. Or give me both. I mean, I pay for both. And but that's some good eats. I'm gonna be sleeping with my feet and kicking.
You know that Waffle House hitting when the cook outside smoking a cigarette before you get there.
A dirty apron and
Right.
cigarette and the what you call it, the hairnet leaning to the side. You know you about to get some good eats.
Incredible food, dog. I'm telling you. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have a show next week because I'm flying back in Sunday morning. Then I got a DJ Sunday night out here in New Bern. Matter of fact, Ocean Water launch party out here in New Bern at Blackbeard's next Sunday, 5 to 9 p.m. Come out and see me. We're gonna have fun. Come get your bottle of Ocean Water. Try it out if you haven't already.
Sheesh. Get that ocean water, people.
I got nothing else, guys. I got anything?
What you think gonna happen when Jade and Bianca host?
They're bringing out Future and Metro.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to WWE in general too. That's something I've been wanting to talk about. Is this implementation of hip hop in WWE right now is fucking amazing. I love it.
The hip hop community is winning.
I swear, literally my two favorite things: hip hop, wrestling, and is this whole merge, bro. He had Coco Jones. She's not hip hop, but she's R&B. She's part of the culture. But Coco Jones performed at WrestleMania. Lil Wayne performed at WrestleMania. You look in the crowd, you see 2 Chainz, Wale, Drewski, and all these people.
Get up!
Get up! We saw Meek Mill. Dreams and Nightmares was one of the theme songs for WrestleMania.
That Future song fits so well with the
GTA. Like, that is crazy. I mean, the song is about killing people and codeine and Xans
and crashing
and
out.
that.
It fits.
Insane. But it has that Atlanta vibe to it. We got Travis Scott Fiend for WrestleMania 41. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I'm happy we're getting more hip hop. I know the Megan Thee Stallion thing is a little controversial and all that. We got Cardi B for SummerSlam. They just announced at MetLife next year.
They used her song, that Miami
Enough.
song.
Yeah, facts.
Enough, yeah.
But apparently she's gonna have something like I think she might be hosting too. Apparently she's gonna have more involvement with SummerSlam than just.
So Cardi, if you do a twerk off, I recommend Lola Vice,
Dope.
Jada Parker,
Sexy Red coming back to NXT in 2 weeks. Like, no, they got Cardi, Megan, and Sexy Red.
Listen, I just need y'all to pick up the phone and call Glorilla. I know she.
All glow.
I'm telling you,
I know she pronounced some words a little weird, but that's just the Memphis in her. Give her grace.
We were talking about this the other day. TGIF would have been a perfect theme song.
That's what they should have went with. Yeah, that's what. If TGIF was the theme for SmackDown, that shit's so fire. I like Meg's song, but I think TGIF was perfect.
It's 8 p.m. Friday. That man, come on, man. A remix
1,
just
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm like, all right.
But that's pretty much the show for today. Y'all do us a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and all that. Tell a friend about the 3NT Wrestling Podcast. And make sure y'all tune into that Public Enemies podcast, man. Gresh, we appreciate you tuning in and rocking out with us today, man.
You know it. I had to hop on with the fellas. Like my schedule be all over the place, literally. So I'd be like, hey, I got you. When I'm at the crib, or I'm mobile now, so it's like even if I'm not really like swamped in bookings and shows, I'm cool with hopping on. I got y'all.
Oh, we are gonna be doing a in real life watch party for Survivor Series out here in New Bern too. You in North Carolina, right?
I float between.
Okay. Well, if you're in the area, if you can make it, you're more than welcome to pull up and host with us, man. Our watch parties are pretty fun. I enjoy it. Plus,
just text me the information, and then if I'm not doing nothing, I'll just be like, hey, I got a weekend off. I'll just hop out there, because I can literally just hop in the car and just drive for 2-3 hours and then just drive back the next day.
That's what's up, man. We get you taken care of on a room and all that shit if you're coming out this way, bro.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm down. I'm always down with stuff. Like if I'm not booked, I'm down to do whatever. I love kicking with the fellas.
Word. And real quick, I do got to show some love before we get out of here to Wrestling Society Network, the app. Make sure you download that app on Apple TV, Roku devices, Fire Sticks, and all that good stuff. They just added our interviews with Calvin Tankman and Mike Santana to the app, so make sure y'all go check them out, or you can go check them out on YouTube and whatnot. Mike Santana was probably our favorite interview.
Yeah, that was fun.
We actually have some more pretty dope stuff on the way with TNA Wrestling too, so we'll get to that more. Plus, we're gonna have plenty of content from Bad Blood this weekend too. So stay tuned.
Wait, hold up.
Like, subscribe.
We ain't make this man run NAD top 5.
Oh, we didn't.
We didn't make him run nothing. He pulled up to the block and he started walking around like it was sweet out here, dog.
You know what, Dredge, we gotta welcome you properly.
Top five.
We need that top 5, my brother. We're gonna call you out right now. We're gonna keep it simple though. Give us your top 5 favorite baby faces of all time.
Baby faces of all time. Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, if you want. He's definitely my number 1, actually. My number 2 is definitely Shawn Michaels. My number 3 when he came back, like 2002. Let me be specific.
Jesus, man.
Jesus, Shawn Michaels.
When Shawn took on God, or when Vince took on God.
When Shawn got clean, that's the Shawn Michaels that I enjoy, mainly because I grew up on that Shawn Michaels. John Cena, around the time when he was U.S. champion, was one of my favorite times. And then how many was that? 3? That was 3.
That's 3.
Yeah.
4 definitely in modern times. I would have to go with modern is Jey Uso. Like he has a different vibe to him that I enjoy, so I definitely have to throw in somebody modern right there. He's like definitely my top guy. And honestly, 5 is Kurt Angle. Whenever he's a babyface. My most favorite is when he was the wrestling machine between ECW and TNA. That was my favorite times. So yeah, that's my 5.
Gotcha. We had to do that too. We got anybody comes on the show, we got to make you drop a top 5. That means you are officially part of the 3NT family now, my good brother.
Oh, you know it. I don't mind dropping my top 5. I ain't really had to think because I noticed going back, those are my go-tos whenever I need background noise that's wrestling related.
Right.
Is literally watching classic matches of those gentlemen. So
Got you.
I'm good with that.
You want to tell the people where to find you at on social media and all that?
Oh yeah, on social media, at is Gresh on Twitter, X, whatever they call it these days, and Ayo is Gresh everywhere else. The Gresham brand on Facebook. If you guys want to add me on there, the Gresham brand. You can follow Public Enemies, the Enemies PE3, as well as the Gresh Unleashed Pod on YouTube, or Gresh Unleashed everywhere else. And yeah, that's me.
Man, we appreciate you. So that's it for us, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all watch Bad Blood. Let us know what you think about it, because we got to spin the block and talk about it after the event too. But other than that, for now, peace.
It's a 3, baby.